I believed my wedding night would be the most beautiful night of my life. I was wrong. So wrong. That night, I didn't become a wife. I became a woman who lost everything. My name is Elena. I'm 24 years old, and I live in Chicago. I grew up believing in love, in trust, in the safety of family choices. My marriage was arranged. He was my father's best friend's son. I had never seen him before. Not even once. Everything happened so fast it felt like a dream I couldn't wake up from. My parents told me it was a perfect match, but no one asked me if I was interested. No one asked what I wanted. My father said, "Marcus is a good boy. You'll be safe with him." His words felt like a promise, and I held on to them. A few days later, his parents came to our home. They looked at me with warm smiles and said, "Your daughter is kind. She has a pure heart. She'd be a blessing for our son." My parents felt proud. We weren't rich, but our home was full of love, full of laughter, full of warmth. Everyone thought this was the right match for me. Everyone except the one person who should have mattered most. Me. This marriage didn't bring me joy. It brought silence. It brought tears. It brought a pain I didn't know existed. In just a few days, our wedding was decided. We never met before the marriage. Not a single conversation. Not even a glance that meant something. The wedding was beautiful, though. I wore a white dress that made me feel like a princess. Marcus wore a black suit. He looked at me during the ceremony, but I couldn't understand his eyes. There was something there I couldn't read, something that made my stomach tighten even as I smiled. When all the guests left, the house became quiet. Too quiet. I sat alone in the room waiting, scared but also happy in a strange way. It was the first night of my marriage, a night I had always dreamed about since I was a little girl. My heart was beating so fast I thought everyone could hear it. I felt shy and nervous, like every bride does. Then suddenly, Marcus entered the room. He looked at me and said, "Hello, you look beautiful." I was so nervous, but I smiled and whispered, "Thank you." In just a few minutes, everything changed. Marcus started touching me, but not with love, not with care, not with the tenderness I'd imagined. It felt like I wasn't his wife, just a body. Like he didn't see my heart, didn't see my soul, only my skin. He didn't touch me with love or patience. I realized in that moment that he didn't marry me for love. He only wanted my body. Before I could say anything, before I could even process what was happening, Marcus pulled at my clothes and undressed me. His eyes had no love in them, only hunger, only control, only something dark I couldn't name. Maybe he never married me for love at all. My life was completely destroyed in those moments. After everything, Marcus pulled away from me. I couldn't breathe. My mouth opened, but no words came out. I just stood there shaking, feeling used and broken and empty. Marcus looked at me with eyes that had changed completely. His eyes were full of blame now, full of disgust. Then he said the words I will never ever forget. Words that still echo in my mind every single day. He said, "You've already been used by someone else, right? You're not a virgin." My heart stopped. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I just stared at him, my mind unable to process his accusation. And again he said it, louder this time, angrier. "You're not pure. You lied to me. That was my wedding night. Instead of love, I got blame. Instead of tenderness, I got heartbreak. I was only 24 years old, and my whole world had shattered into pieces I didn't know how to pick up. I kept asking myself over and over, why did this happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? I grew up in a safe home, a house where no man ever crossed the line, where respect and boundaries were sacred. I was taught values, respect and love. I was protected and cherished. Then why did he blame me? What did I ever do wrong? Why did I deserve this pain? Was it because I wasn't a virgin? But I was. His accusation was a lie built on nothing but his own twisted expectations. His love, if you could even call it that, lasted only one night. One terrible, soul-crushing night. I felt so ashamed of myself even though I had done nothing wrong. I realized my life wasn't safe anymore. Not in my own home. Not with the man who was supposed to protect me. Then Marcus said something that broke whatever was left of my heart. He leaned close and said coldly, "Tomorrow morning, I don't want to see you here. Go back to your parents' house. Don't tell anyone about this night." I froze. My entire world stopped spinning. I cried the whole night, curled up in that room that was supposed to be the beginning of my new life. In the morning, I packed my things with hands that wouldn't stop shaking and left quietly, like a ghost slipping away. When I arrived at my parents' house, my mother cried the moment she saw my face. My father stood in silence, his eyes searching mine for answers. They kept asking what happened, begging me to tell them, but I had no words. I just kept thinking, how will I tell them? What will I say? Who will believe me now? I sat on the floor feeling completely empty. In just one night, everything was gone. My dreams of a happy marriage, my respect in society, my peace of mind, all of it just gone. Then I started hearing things. Whispers that turned into rumors that turned into lies. People said I had a secret boyfriend. They said I wasn't faithful, that I had cheated on Marcus before the marriage. Marcus told them all those lies, spread them like poison through our community. I cried in the morning. I cried at night. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't function. I held my parents' hands and begged them, "Please believe me, please." They said they did, but I saw the pain in their eyes, the doubt they tried to hide. For weeks, I stayed in my room. I didn't speak to anyone. I couldn't face the world. People started saying things behind my back, things that cut deeper than any knife. They said, maybe she really did something bad. Maybe there's truth to what he's saying. But no one asked me the truth. No one wanted to hear my side of the story. They all believed his words over my tears, his lies over my innocence. But I stayed silent because what else could I do? Who would listen? Months passed, but the pain stayed lodged in my heart like a stone I couldn't remove. One day I saw Marcus at the mall with another girl. She looked beautiful and rich, dressed in expensive clothes with jewelry that sparkled under the lights. When Marcus saw me, his face changed completely. Color drained from his cheeks. He slowly walked towards me, and I wanted to run, but my feet wouldn't move. He said, "Elena, I'm sorry." My heart beat fast. Tears filled my eyes instantly, but I stayed silent and still. Then he continued, his voice breaking. "I chose her because she had money. I thought rich girls were better, that they could give me the life I wanted. But they don't love like you did. They don't care or pray for me like you did. Please forgive me." I looked at him for a long moment, really looked at him, and I saw a broken man. But I also saw the man who had broken me first. I said, You broke me, Marcus. You destroyed me when I was at my most vulnerable. You left me when I needed you the most. You made the entire world believe I was dirty, impure, worthless. You called my love a lie. You took everything from me and left me with nothing but shame and pain. He said nothing. He just stood there, defeated. I took a deep breath and said, "You want forgiveness? Fine, I forgive you." His face became soft. Hope flickered in his eyes. He thought I still loved him, that maybe we could start over. But then I added, my voice steady and strong, "I forgive you for myself, not for you. Because I want peace in my heart, not your love. I don't need you anymore. I don't want you to come back. Ever." Then I walked away, my head held high for the first time in months. I cried that night, but those were my last tears for him. Not because I was weak, but because I was finally free. Free from his control. Free from his lies. Free from the prison of caring what he thought. After that day, I wasn't afraid anymore. I wasn't ashamed anymore. I became strong in ways I never knew I could be. One evening, my parents looked at me with tears in their eyes and said, "We're proud of you. You did nothing wrong. We see it now. We see the truth. You were always honest, always pure, always our beautiful daughter." A few days later, his parents came to our house. They looked ashamed, broken even. They apologized to my parents, admitting that their son had lied, that he had destroyed an innocent girl's life. But it was too late. The damage was done. The scars remained. Many girls go through this pain. Too many. Now I support other girls who cry alone in their rooms, who feel broken and used like I once did. I tell them the truth that saved me. Never beg for love. Never stay where you're not respected. If someone leaves, let them go. Your past doesn't decide your future. You're stronger than you know. You're not alone. To all parents reading this, hearing this, please don't rush your daughter's life. Let her meet the person. Let them talk. Let her decide. Let her have a voice in the most important decision of her life. Life is too long to spend with the wrong person, and too precious to waste on someone who doesn't see your daughter's worth. If you like this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.